Welcome back. I'm Dr. Priscilla, the CEO and founder of Speak Excellent English. We've read chapter 1, chapter 2. Now we're going to listen to me read chapter 3 of The Ambassador. Chapter 3, Kayan's Legacy. What kind of people are these gold eaters? I questioned my father later. Kayan talks as if he were ashamed of them. What do you think? I think I need to know more, I suggest hesitantly, and my father nods his approval. So I order the servants to prepare a banquet and to serve only the finest foods, bread nut and sweet potatoes, and the highest quality cacao to drink. Kayan declares that he has never tasted such an exquisite feast, but his mood darkens when the conversation turns to trade. My people won't be interested in trading. They'll steal and enslave you all, Kayan cries. Before anyone can react, he picks up an obsidian knife and rams it into the mahogany table. The glassy stone blade immediately splinters. Then he takes a strange metal knife he has hidden inside his clothing and stabs the table again. The blade digs deep into the wood without breaking. Don't you see? You cannot fight steel with stone. What is steel? It doesn't matter. I have heard enough. Kayan has insulted us, and he has also insulted his own people and his own army. My duty is clear. You are no ambassador, I rebuke him. You are a hostage, our prisoner. I motion to the guards to drag him away and then turn to my guests. Go, I command. Be gone, all of you. The guests all flee, and my father, seeing my anger, also rises from his chair. No, father, stay. I remove the strange knife from where it is embedded in the table and hand it to him. The blade is like silver, but not silver, and it is very sharp, nearly as sharp as obsidian, but far less brittle. Such knives would be useful for trade and war. Imagine a sword made from this. My father coughs weakly and nods, but says nothing. Once again, I seek his approval. Have I failed, Father? He frowns at me. No, my son, you did what was right, and you have maintained Chalkol's honor. But will the gold eaters pay ransom to get him back? Will his presence here stop them from attacking us? He has shown great disloyalty to them too. Prisoners have many uses. My father scowls and then coughs again, and again, and again. He is shivering, but when I hold him, his skin feels like fire. I call for his doctors, but they can do nothing to ease my father's distress. I am sure this has something to do with Kayan. He has angered the gods with his disloyalty. I hurl his knife across the room. It clangs and bounces into the shadows. Eventually, my father drifts into a fitful slumber, but the following morning, he worsens, shivering, coughing, and gasping for breath. And he is not alone. 2 priests, a doctor, and one of my uncles, all of whom were present at last night's banquet, are now coughing and feverish. My nobles cluster together, anxiously whispering to each other. Are the gods punishing us? And if so, why? More priests and doctors arrive to attend the king, but to no avail. By mid-afternoon, my father is dead. Suddenly, it becomes clear to me the gods are angered by Kayan's presence at our court. I summon my priests and advisors to the throne room, and we are all in agreement. Kaon must be punished for his disloyalty, and we must act immediately. I order Kaon to be brought before me, and I announce my decision that he must leave Chakol and never return. He stares at the floor, then nods as if agreeing with me, rather than obeying me. I observe it, he sighs, without raising his head. I barely think of Kaon again over the next few months, for I am king now, and my days are filled with endless royal duties. Some still think of me as just a boy, so I must prove them wrong. There are treaties and alliances to negotiate and renegotiate with neighboring states. My Batabs, the local chiefs, urge me to marry a suitable princess from Ocha. And perhaps they are right, because it would be a bad time for war right now. Commerce flourishes, and we are richer than ever. But we are also weaker, for the same coughing sickness that took my father has since killed dozens of nobles, including many of our best generals. Hundreds of servants, workers, and enslaved people have died too. We have made many more sacrifices to the gods, but still they are angry. Still the sickness continues. Is all of Chakol cursed? Have I done something wrong? Is my father's tomb not grand enough? Will all of Chakol perish sooner or later? And the Chillins are no use, predicting upheaval and chaos as these priests always do. One day, as I'm walking through one of the palaces, I spot an odd shape on the dusty floor of an alcove. I stop, realizing that it is Kaon's knife. The metal blade is no longer shiny. Instead, it is covered with reddish-brown blotches, as if it was rotting. It all makes sense to me now. Once again, I summon the priest to the throne room. The Espana knife is cursed by the gods, I tell them. Take it to a volcano and cast it into the lava. Return it to Exbalba. Then clean and purify this palace. No, I have a better idea. I command that this room be destroyed and that a new temple be built in its place. Yes, King Jakwamun. They nod and smile in relief and scurry to obey me, although I notice none will touch the knife. I smile too, my first real smile in months. The gods will be pleased at last, and the sickness will stop. Or perhaps it will eat the gold eaters instead. And Chakol will return to its former strength and remain strong forever. That is the end of chapter 3 of The Ambassador. I hope that you enjoyed listening to me read this 3-chapter book, The Ambassador. Please subscribe to our channel. Click on the bell at the bottom so that you will know when I'm going live and you will get notice. Until next time, I am Dr. Priscilla, the CEO and founder of Speak Excellent English.